Have you ever prayed for something with all your heart, and the answer seemed to be no? Maybe you asked for healing that didn't come, a door that never opened, or a dream that seems stuck in delay. It's in these moments that faith is tested, not by the yes, but by the wait or even the no. Today, let's explore what the Bible teaches us about God's no, and why it's often not a rejection, but a redirection. King David, known as a man after God's own heart, had a dream. He wanted to build a magnificent temple for the Lord, a place where God's presence could dwell, where generations could come to worship. On the surface, it was a noble desire. What better way to honor God than to build him a house? But God's answer? Not you, David. In 2 Samuel chapter 7, God acknowledges David's heart, but explains that the task will fall to his son, Solomon. David had shed too much blood in his lifetime, and while he would not lay the stones, he would lay the foundation by preparing the resources. Sometimes God's no is not a rejection of our hearts, but a rerouting of our hands. Instead of growing bitter or frustrated, David responded with obedience. He spent his remaining years gathering materials, drawing plans, and setting up the next generation for success. David understood something we often forget. A no from God doesn't cancel your purpose, it redirects it. You may not see the final outcome, but you can prepare the way for what's coming. Faithfulness is not just completing the task, it's trusting God's assignment, even when it looks different than you imagined. Fast forward to the New Testament, another moment of not yet. At a wedding in Cana, the wine runs out. Mary, the mother of Jesus, approaches him. They have no more wine. Jesus' response, "My hour has not yet come." A request, a pause, a lesson. Even though the need was urgent, Jesus operated on heavenly timing, not human schedules. He instructs the servants to fill large jars with water. They obey, bucket after bucket, filling the jars to the brim. No shortcuts, no immediate miracles, only obedience, only trust. When they drew the water out, it had turned into wine. Why the wait? Why the hard work? Because God isn't just interested in outcomes, He's invested in the process. Sometimes He allows the slow filling, the heavy lifting, the waiting seasons, not because He's withholding, but because He's building something deeper within us. Character, trust, endurance. God's delays are never random. They are intentional invitations to draw closer, to depend not on instant answers, but on unwavering faith. Today, maybe you're carrying your own buckets. Maybe you're filling jars with no visible results, praying prayers that seem unanswered. It feels pointless. It feels slow. But remember, the miracle often happens in the filling, not just the final result. When God says no, or not yet, it's not because He has abandoned you, it's because He's preparing something greater, something you can't yet see. And often, the lesson isn't about getting what you want, it's about becoming who He's calling you to be. If God is asking you to wait, if He's saying not now or not you, trust that He's still working. The waiting is not wasted. The no is not the end. In His perfect time, what He has promised will come to pass. And when it does, it will be worth every prayer, every step, every moment you spent trusting Him in the dark. Keep filling the jars, keep trusting His timing, because the best is yet to come.